Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm an executive meditation coach talking about why most corporate wellness programs aren't working well, what you can do to support your employees, and how I enjoy working with companies to up-level their employees' mental health. So, firstly, I'm seeing a lot of companies offer their employees apps, and apps are a short-term way to soothe anxiety, but they're not a sustainable long-term solution for true mental health and burnout. So people will often get on an app and try it a few times or maybe even a couple months, but oftentimes you'll notice that they do not end up being on apps for 1 year or 2 years or 3 years at a time. So apps are not really effective. Secondly, a lot of companies have meditation or reflection rooms, and you need more than a room. You need somebody who's actually leading and showing people how to develop mindful awareness. You need somebody who's on the ground, who's strong, who's holding people accountable to their lives and their practice, and in a way that's really approachable and feels accessible. So 3, I'm also seeing people offer yoga or gym memberships, which I think are helpful. Exercise is a really instrumental way to release stress, but really people need a lot more than that. What people need is a feeling of connection. People are getting burned out at work because they're sick and tired of work. They're dealing with toxic environments oftentimes that isn't really being communicated clearly to the employer because it puts the employee at risk. So people aren't really engaging in open communication. Also, what people need is a sense of community, that feeling that we're doing this together and we're all in it together and we're raising that energy in the company together. So those are some of the key ingredients. You need somebody who's strong in leadership, who knows how to empower people and give them the actual tools to raise their awareness, because health is all about maintaining awareness throughout the day. And I think that companies that push too hard ideas of peak performance and productivity and squeezing every last unit out of every last individual, it's just not a good model for people's long-term health and well-being. So kind of reimagining what productivity and performance is key. And I enjoy going in depth and also working with management teams, because if a leader isn't on board for wellness initiatives, it's very difficult for the rest to follow suit and feel comfortable in doing that. So the way that I work is I like to open the lines of communication and meet with the management team, meet with the employees, and get a sense of what the stressors are. And letting that be an anonymous process where people feel really safe to share and express what's happening with them, because burnout is such a multi-layered experience. You know, it's the way we work, it's what's happening at home, it's what we hold in our psyche. So receiving that information and opening the lines of communication is key. If people don't feel safe to be who they really are at work and express and engage in their own individual interests, they start going into that kind of dismissal mode of, quiet quitting, not really showing up, kind of building up a sense of resentment and not really wanting to be there. So there's a reason why corporations are coined as toxic work environments, and we can work together collectively to shift that, that mindset. So essentially working and meeting with everybody and then hosting a meeting with everyone also, so that I can get a sense of the dynamics, because usually there are energy dynamics that are kind of pulling on the energy of the entire group. So I like to get a big snapshot of everyone together by hosting an experience where people can really receive accessible, simple, mindful tools. We don't have to sit in meditation for long periods of time in order to receive the benefit from mindful practices. We can learn the simple tools and apply them again and again, as long as we're finding those points of connection to come back in community and we feel supported in that process. So having that personal accountability, the community, and the connection is essential, and people really feeling that the leaders have their back and care about their health and well-being, not just getting more out of their employee, but truly care about the well-being and health of their employees. So these are some of the key practices. I come in, I offer workshops where people can experience mindful tools, practices, paradigms to work in a more easeful, relaxed way that allows them to tap into deeper potential. And then I also offer trainings in addition to that. Trainings where people can go deeper and also access emotional tools, because a lot of stress is emotional in nature. And then lastly, retreats. So customized retreat experiences for the team members and what they're looking to overcome in terms of challenges and what they want to create and focus on for the vision of the future for their company. So these are the services that I offer, as well as executive coaching. If you'd like to start a conversation, please feel free to reach out to me. I would love to hear from you and work with you.